Hi, welcome to another edition of Scrapbooking in Belize. And I was sent another art subscription box, and it's this baby. So we'll be looking inside the Maze Paletteful pack. Okay, first up, before I begin, I think I should do my disclaimers. I do have dogs. Right now, only one of them is here home with me, and he's outside. The other one is with my husband, and he's not here, thankfully. We also, and you will hear the dogs barking when neighbors pass by or strange cars pass the house. You will hear that dog bark in the background. I also live near a major highway here in Belize, and it's a very busy major highway, so you will hear motor vehicles. And the last disclaimer I should also make is the birds and geese and ducks, and we have a chicken farm, and again you'll be hearing those birds having the time of their life. I'm very sorry for those, and let's get back to our regular scheduled program. Okay, so we're going to be looking at what is inside this Paletteful pack, and they have these little paper worms covering the art supplies. And this is the May Premier Paletteful Packs, and it's featuring the Marabou Graphics Aqua ink. Aqua. I think I love that word because, as you guys know, one of my medium of choice is watercolor. So Aqua ink is right up my alley. Maybe a diverting little lane because I'm more used to watercolor paints more than water ink. So we're gonna see what it's all about, and we're gonna learn about these art supplies while I am learning about these art supplies. So first up, Paletteful pack has their menu, and like the scroller box that we featured before, the Paletteful pack menu does tell you everything you need to know about the art supplies. They also give you a little price suggestion hints about these art supplies to let you know how much these subscription boxes are worth. Please don't forget to always look in the description below because I do feature the supplies I use and where you can get those supplies, including these art subscription box. On the other side of Paletteful packs is the prompt and challenge. It says prompt and challenge. It's a Paletteful pack prompt challenge, and they do a monthly prompt challenge, and it's only 4 challenges per month. And for 1 week there is week 1 jellyfish. Well, we blew that one. Week 2 is thrown, week 3 is bloomed, and week 4 is London. So if you want to participate in the May prompt box, oh my goodness, it's the heat, people. It's so hot right now here in Belize. The May 2019 Paletteful pack prompt challenge, you can, but Paletteful pack don't have a feature artist like scroller box, so there's no feature artist in the Paletteful packs. So now let's dig in. Okay, so let's get rid of all these little paper wormies. I'll just put them in the cover. Oh gosh, there's a lot of little paper wormies. Okay, we have the Aqua ink, the Marabou Aqua ink graphite or graphics. It's a watercolor ink, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to get rid of some of these worms. 6, 7, 8 of them, and we have them in colors of, we're going to talk about all this later on. So there's 8 of these. We also have 2 paint brushes here. We have a pack of fine liners from graphics as well, from Marabou Graphics, and it seems to be a pack of 4 times fine liners. And we also have paper, but it's a full book. It's a full Strathmore mixed media sketchbook, and this is from series 400. Okay, seem to have very thick papers. I believe these papers are 140 pounds. They're very thick. and I think they're very lovely. They don't really have any texture to it. It's kind of smooth. And the size of this is 6 by 8, and there's 15 sheets here. So it's quite enough to do illustrations. So let me put all this away because my space is very small, and then we're going to talk about the supplies that comes in this box. Okay, so first we're going to talk about these Marabou Aqua Ink graphic watercolor inks. And we have, like we said before, we got 8 of them, and we have them in colors of, it has a thing here called swoosh, so I guess that's a different word for black. It has mint here. We also have vermilion, lemon, cyan, carmine, dark brown, and a magenta. Let me put that there. So we do have our primaries and a couple neutrals, which is kind of cool. Now the graphics, well, it says the Marabou graphic aqua inks have 15 ml of ink. So each of these have 15 milliliters of paint in them. They're light fast, they're pigment based with concentrated colors that are both naturally transparent and ultra bright. So we're going to try them out, and I'm going to be using my testing and swatch book to try these out on. And find a nice piece of paper. So I'll test them on the other side of here. And I do have my water all set up already. I might need to go and grab some droppers. I need 8 of them. So let me go and grab some droppers, and then we're going to be testing these out. Okay, as you can see, I have my droppers all set up. I have my little swatch area all set up. So now we're going to test it, and I want to start off first with the primaries and then go into the mixtures and the neutrals. So I'm going to put, so my first color is going to be yellow. Now to test out our Marabou Graphics Aqua Ink, we'll be using one of these brushes provided for us, and these brushes are the Princeton Artist Brush Co. Velvet Touch watercolor brushes. I guess Velvet Touch means that their barrel is pretty smooth. Let's see what we're working with here. Ooh, they do have a velvety-like barrel. Now these are quality mixed media brushes with a synthetic blend, and we have them both in a flat and a round brush. Oh yeah, these are pretty smooth. The flat brush is a number 6 flat. Put that in the water. And the round brush is a number 3 round. Let me kind of take off some of the sizing that's on there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, brushes feels very stiff to me. Oh, but it's very nice. Okay, we'll first start with our yellow. I do have a little dot in each box to test out opacity, just in case, even though it says it's transparent. We have a saying here in Belize, fisherman never say fish stink. Okay. The one thing with this paper, it soaks water up quickly, and that's exactly what's going on here. This is the magenta, but they are very bright. This paper eats this while these inks up. And this is the cyan. And this is the carmine. This is the vermilion. I got the color, is it sepia or brown? Ooh, this is dark. And this is the mint. And finally, black. These colors are very, very, very dark. Okay. Now let's check out our other art supplies. The Marabou Graphics Black Fine Liner, and we got a set of 4. Oh gosh. What is with me? I can't open packages. I don't want to tear the... Oh gosh. Seems like I will tear the box after all. I didn't want to tear it, but it's so tight. I'll be right back. Hi guys. Okay, I got that open. That was a battle. Okay, so we have 4 fine liners here, and we have them in point concentration of a brush point. So this is a brush point, and it's not with real bristles though, it's just with a brush point, and you can see we can get really fine lines here. So that's just with medium touch. I'm going a little lighter. This is with light touch. This is with the heaviest concentrated touch I could do. You can see it's really good. That's the brush tip. This is the 0.8 tip. I'm sure you can see that a little better. I'm more used to working with this tip. This is the 0.4 tip. It's another tip I'm accustomed to using. And this is the 0.2 tip. You see it's a little baby right there. Focus. Okay, you don't want to look at it, but it's a little baby right there. It doesn't necessarily state if these ink in these are light fast, but they are water-based, water-soluble, low-odor ink that doesn't bleed on paper. They're ideal for sketching and illustration, fine arts, cartooning, lettering, and more. So just to look, this is for the brush. This is the 0.8. This is the 0.4. And this is the 0.2. And finally, our paper. This month's paper is the Strathmore Mixed Media paper. Now, I was looking to see whether it said it was, if it's made from cotton or cellulose or cotton pulp, but it just says that it is an acid-free heavyweight paper. It's 140 pounds, mixed media paper pad, ideal for paintings, drawings, and suit and other studies. So you can use your watercolors, your pen and inks, your graphite pencils, and your colored pencils on this paper, your acrylic and your gouache. There's 15 papers. It has a vellum surface. And it's only bounded on one side, on the top side here, so it's easy to come off. And like I said, the cover does have a little texture to it, but the paper itself don't. So now let's see what we can do with all these art supplies. Okay, so as you can see, I'm all done with my little illustration. And yes, I did drew that. In keeping with my theme of this month, which is mermaid, I drew a mermaid, and it kind of looks like she's floating in front of the moon, which was exactly what I was going for. And so now I'm gonna color this piece. The one observation I did make, well, as you can see, I did use my pencil from out of my scroller box. But the one observation I did make was after I finished the line art, and when it was time for me to eraser the underlined pencil sketch, I did notice a bit of smudging from the ink, and also that the ink became light as I erased it. So I won't say it's erasable, but I do say that erasing it with my Milan Technique 920 eraser did lighten the ink a little bit. So please be mindful of that after you use these inks. I think you probably might need to let it dry thoroughly before erasing it. Now let's get into our coloring. Okay, before I get started, I should say that I am going to cheat a little bit. I will definitely use these two brushes here that are provided, but I'll also mainly use my number 10 squirrel brush for the mere fact that this brush, the bristles are very soft and I enjoy working with this versus these because the bristles are a little stiffer than I'm used to, and I really don't want to make a major error on these brushes with this painting. So I just prefer to do the base of my illustration with a brush I'm more comfortable with. So as you can see, I am finished with my little illustration. All in all, I did enjoy working with these materials. The only, it's not a criticism, it's not even, it's an observation. The only observation I saw with this is the paper. It did buckle with me, even though it's supposed to be 144 pounds, but I guess it's not an all watercolor paper. And that was the main reason why I didn't tape it down or secure it or anything, because I wanted to see if it was going to buckle, and it did a little bit. The other other observation I made is the wait time for drying for this paper. This simple illustration actually took about 2 hours to do, because you had to wait for one phase to dry before you put on paint, which could be a little discouraging, especially if you're in a hurry. But the colors are bright, don't get me wrong, the colors are bright. I did enjoy working with them. Just those two observations, that if you're not somebody who wants to wait for the paint to dry before adding another layer, maybe this type of paper is not for you. And that's it. Join me next time for another edition of Scrapbooking in Belize. Bye!